Okay, so I'm not sure quite yet what I'm gonna be doing, but I got a couple things from the Dollar Tree. So I got this floral wire, and then also this wreath ring, and I just got a few bouquets of flowers, and then I got this burlap ribbon, and also these two cute little birds. Again, these are all from the Dollar Tree, and I might incorporate these ribbons that I used for my Easter spring tablescape video. Then I also have this wooden C that we got from TJ or Marshall's for $2.50, and I might take these apart and use some of these flowers also, so we'll see. Alright guys, so I'm actually also going to use a glue gun and these glue sticks, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap, and this is actually fraying a little bit, so I have to fix it. So I think what I'm going to do is just wrap this all around to kind of just cover the wire, and that way it has the little holes that I can put the flowers in. So I think I'm going to cover it enough with the flowers to where that is not noticeable. Okay, so that is all wrapped up. Cut just a little strays there, and as you can see, there was not enough to cover it, but that's okay because I'm gonna put flowers all around, so that'll be covered. Not long enough, and I probably am gonna have to leave this out just because it's on the heavy side, so I will have to find a different spot for this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, the leftover ribbon, the burlap ribbon that I have, and I'm going to cut it in half. And okay guys, so I just took the two top ends from that burlap, and I just kind of made like a knot, or kind of like a bow. And I'm just going to, how do I want this? Just going to cut it at an angle so it looks a little prettier. Alright, so I found the length. So I'm just going to take my hot glue gun. I'm just going to glue right here. Just to kind of start. And I know going to take something to press it down. I don't want to use my finger because I don't want to get burnt. I'm being pretty generous with the glue because I want to make sure that it sticks. And then I'm going to do the same with this side. Okay guys, so that is all glued, and then just to make sure that this doesn't go anywhere, I am actually going to tuck it in and bring it in through here. And that way it has a little more hold. And then as you can see, this is fraying. So what I'm going to do is carefully take a lighter and just go over it a little bit. Okay, be careful. So what it's gonna do, I guess I shouldn't put the flame too close to it, but what it's doing, it's actually melting the ends, and it's making it to where it is not going to fray. So I just took all the flowers and I clipped them individually. And I actually looked around and I found some scraps from the wedding arrangements that I did for our wedding, and I found these leaves. So I'm going to use these in there also. All right, so I am going to start placing the leaves kind of like in a proportionate place. And then down here. So for this, I am going to use the floral wire. Now if you guys can see, there's the little hole in there where they used to belong to a flower stem. So I'm going to put the wire through that and then wrap it through the burlap. And then that way it'll hold it together. And so what I'll probably do is, these are kind of pretty set in place, but if I stretch them out a little bit, they'll be more open than closed. So I'll do that. Just to make sure that it's on there tightly. And then after that, what I'm going to do is just bring it together, clip it, and then I am going to place it inside of the mesh. That way when I grab it, it doesn't poke me. Alright you guys, so the leaves are all on there. Now I just have to figure out how I want the flowers. There's going to be my start right there. So that's going to be the center of it. So I'll do that one there, and then I will work my way around. Alright guys, so at this point I'm just really going to play around with how I want these flowers. Okay, so basically what I did here was just kind of arrange the flowers all around. They're not actually glued yet. Just because I wanted to make sure I had the design I wanted, or not the design, but the layout I wanted, and then I'll go ahead and glue these on there. Okay, so rather than taking them out again, what I'm doing is actually just putting the hot glue right on the bottom of the flower, and I'm being pretty generous with it just because I do want it to stick, and then I just press it down and hold it for a few seconds until it's firmly glued in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and cut off the stems. All these flowers are on, they're all glued. I cut off the stems from the back, so I'm just going to go around and then place more of these little yellow bulbs in here. And guys, I can't stress enough to be careful with the hot glue, because I already burnt myself a few times and the last one didn't feel so good. Got a little blister. Alright, all the yellow bulbs are on. And then now I am going to go into with these like violet flowers, and just to kind of break up the pink and then just a little extra color in there. Okay, and then I'm going to take all the leaves from the extra stems and I'm just going to place them all around the wreath. Alright, so all the flowers and all the leaves and everything that I want on there are good to go. So now I'm just going to find a spot for these little birds here. So again, these are from the Dollar Tree and they feel super soft. They're actually like real little birds. Oop, that's not good. Okay, well, let's see. Take these out. What I am going to do is put a little bit of hot glue and then just stick it right back in there. That way it doesn't fall out. Hopefully it doesn't melt it, Same thing with this little guy over here. Okay, and then I'm going to bend it forward. That way they're sitting up straight. And then I'll just find a good little spot. So this one will be towards the top of the wreath. Bend it a little more so it stays. And then I'm going to do the blue one probably somewhere over here.